Based on the provided data for Bitcoin, a long-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data demonstrates a consistent upward trend, suggesting a bullish sentiment surrounding Bitcoin. The forecast price also indicates continued growth over the coming weeks, reaching up to $100,000. The support price of $92,300.64 provides a solid foundation for this bullish outlook, acting as a potential buying opportunity if the price dips. Therefore, I recommend a long position in Bitcoin with an entry price around $9,700, a stop loss at $92,300.64, and a target price of $100,000. This strategy capitalizes on the predicted upward momentum while mitigating risk by setting a stop loss below the support price. Holding this position for the long term allows for potential substantial gains as Bitcoin continues its upward trajectory. Given the price trends and forecast for Bitcoin Cash, a medium-term investment strategy appears promising. The historical prices demonstrate a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price hovering near the support level of $496.1. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching as high as $566 within the next week. This indicates a bullish outlook in the medium term, making a long position the most suitable strategy to capitalize on the anticipated price increase. Therefore, an investment strategy for Bitcoin Cash should involve a long position. A suitable entry price would be around $515, allowing you to buy in before the price potentially reaches its resistance level. The stop loss should be set at $498 to protect against any unexpected price decline. The target price could be set at $560, offering a reasonable profit margin based on the forecast. This strategy allows for potential gains while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop loss. Given the price trends and forecast for stacks, a medium-term investment strategy appears promising. The historical price data shows a consistent upward trend, with the price hovering around the support level of $2.122. The forecast indicates further price increases, suggesting potential for capital appreciation in the coming weeks. Therefore, a long position is advisable. An ideal entry price would be $2.25, slightly above the current price and below the resistance level of $2.4739. Setting a stop loss at $2.15 would protect against potential downward price movements. The target price could be set at $2.45, aiming to capitalize on the predicted price increase while leaving room for potential fluctuations. This strategy allows for potential profit while managing risk within a reasonable timeframe. Ethereum's recent price history shows a clear upward trend, with a consistent climb from around $3,200 to $3,710. This upward momentum is supported by the forecast, which predicts further price increases, reaching up to $3,840 over the next week. The current price is comfortably above the support level of $3,667.85, suggesting a strong foundation for continued growth. The resistance level of $3,865.99 presents a potential ceiling, but the forecast indicates that Ethereum could potentially surpass this level. Given this bullish outlook, a long-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach for Ethereum. An entry price around $3,600 would allow you to capitalize on the current price strength, while also providing a reasonable margin of safety below the recent highs. A stop-loss order set at $3,500 would protect against any unexpected market reversals. The target price should be set at $3,850, aligning with the forecast and aiming to capture a substantial portion of the potential upside. This strategy allows you to ride the upward trend while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop loss. Given the provided price information for Ripple, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a consistent upward trend, with the price steadily increasing over the past 2 weeks. The forecast also indicates continued growth, projecting prices to rise significantly in the coming weeks. Therefore, a long position in Ripple is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $1.90, aligning with the current price and allowing for potential upside as the price moves towards the forecasted targets. To manage risk, a stop-loss order could be placed at $1.85, providing a cushion against unexpected price drops. The target price should be set at $2.70, aiming to capitalize on the projected price increase and secure profits before the market potentially experiences a correction. Given the 2-week price change and 1-week price forecast for Binance Coin, an investment strategy focused on a short-term perspective with a long position appears promising. The historical price data shows an upward trend, and the forecast indicates continued growth. The current price is near the support level of $622.75, suggesting a potential buying opportunity. Therefore, an aggressive investment strategy would involve entering a long position at the current price, around $654, with a stop-loss set at $635 to mitigate potential downside risk. The target price could be set at $670, aligning with the forecast and allowing for potential profit capture as the price rises towards the resistance level of $711.20. This strategy capitalizes on the anticipated upward momentum while managing risk through a well-defined stop-loss order. Given the provided historical price data and forecast for Stellar, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices demonstrate a generally upward trend, punctuated by periods of consolidation and minor pullbacks. The forecast indicates continued upward momentum, suggesting that the upward trend is likely to persist in the medium term. Therefore, a long position is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $0.525, slightly below the current price and within the range of recent consolidation. The stop-loss should be placed at $0.495, a level below the recent lows, to protect against unexpected price reversals. The target price could be set at $0.625, aligning with the upper end of the forecast range and representing a potential upside of approximately $19%. This strategy allows for capital appreciation while managing risk through a well-defined stop-loss. Based on the provided Toncoin price information, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data shows a consistent upward trend, indicating a bullish sentiment. While the forecast suggests further price increases, reaching approximately $7.39 in the coming weeks, the current price is relatively close to the forecasted values. Therefore, a long position is recommended. An entry price around $6.40, slightly below the current price, would allow for a potential price appreciation towards the target price of $7.30. A stop-loss should be set at $6.10, protecting against a significant price drop. This strategy aims to capitalize on the expected upward momentum while mitigating potential downside risks in the medium term. Given the price trends and forecast for Cardano, a medium-term investment strategy appears suitable. The historical price data reveals a consistent upward trend, with recent price fluctuations suggesting a period of consolidation. The forecast predicts continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $1.31 in the coming weeks. This indicates a bullish outlook for Cardano in the medium term. Therefore, a long position is recommended. An entry price of $1.07 aligns with the current price and provides an opportunity to enter the market as it approaches the predicted upward trend. A stop-loss at $1.02 would protect against potential short-term price reversals, while a target price of $1.26 allows for substantial profit potential while staying below the projected resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, aiming to capitalize on Cardano's anticipated price appreciation over the next few weeks. Given the historical price data and the provided forecast for Litecoin, a bullish investment strategy appears promising. The price has shown a consistent upward trend over the past 2 weeks, and the forecast predicts further price increases over the next week. This suggests that the current price is a good entry point for a long position. Considering the support and resistance levels, a conservative target price of $126, aligning with the highest forecast price, would be suitable. To manage risk effectively, a stop-loss order should be placed below the recent support level of $113.80. This would protect against potential price reversals and limit potential losses. The entry price for this long position should be around $119, which is slightly below the current price and allows for a margin of safety. This strategy capitalizes on the positive momentum of Litecoin while incorporating risk management measures to safeguard the investment. Based on the provided price information for Swaycoin, a cautious investment strategy with a medium-term perspective appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a fluctuating trend, with recent declines suggesting potential for further downward movement. However, the support price at $3.4276 acts as a potential floor, preventing a steep drop. The forecast price indicates a slight upward trend over the next week, suggesting a possible rebound. Therefore, a long position is recommended with an entry price near the support level, around $3.43. This allows for a potential profit if the forecast price proves accurate. A stop loss should be placed slightly below the support price, at $3.40, to limit potential losses. The target price can be set at $3.55, which aligns with the upper end of the forecast range and represents a reasonable profit margin. This strategy aims to capitalize on a potential rebound while mitigating risk with a defined stop loss. Aptos shows an upward trend in its historical price data, with a consistent increase in the past 2 weeks. The forecast indicates this positive momentum will continue, projecting prices to rise steadily over the next week. The support price of $13.1493 acts as a solid foundation, while the resistance price of $15.0316 suggests there is still room for upward movement. Considering these factors, a long-term investment strategy appears promising. Therefore, a long position in Aptos is recommended. The entry price should be set at $13.50, slightly above the current price and the support level. The stop loss should be placed at $13.15, protecting against any unexpected downward price movements. The target price can be set at $14.80, aiming to capitalize on the projected upward movement and reach a point near the resistance level. This strategy allows for potential profit while mitigating risk, taking advantage of the positive price trends and forecast for Aptos. Given the price trends and forecast for SE, an aggressive investment strategy would focus on a short-term approach to take advantage of the relatively stable upward momentum. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price close to its forecast and near the support level of $0.5408. The resistance is at $0.6936, indicating that there is still some room for upward movement. In this scenario, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the potential for a price increase towards the resistance level. A suitable entry price would be around 66 cents, aligning with the current price and recent highs. The stop loss should be set at $0.646, slightly below the recent lows, to protect against any unexpected price pullback. The target price could be set at 69 cents, aiming to capture a significant portion of the potential upward movement before reaching the resistance level. This strategy allows for a relatively quick turnaround with a high potential for profit, but it also carries a higher risk due to the short-term nature of the investment. Given the price trends and forecast for Ethereum Classic, an investment strategy focused on the long side appears promising. The historical prices demonstrate a consistent upward trajectory, reaching $33 recently. The current price is close to the forecast, suggesting continued upward momentum. The support price of $32.77 provides a safety net, while the resistance price of $35.65 indicates potential for further growth. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on the anticipated price increase. An ideal entry price would be around $32.80, slightly above the support level, allowing for a margin of safety. A stop-loss order should be placed at $32.50 to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly drops. The target price could be set at $35.50, aiming to capture a significant portion of the potential price appreciation before reaching the resistance level. Based on the provided Polygon price history and forecast, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical data reveals an upward trend, with the price consistently increasing over the past few weeks. While the forecast suggests continued growth, it also indicates a slight plateauing around the $0.618 mark. This suggests a period of consolidation before further potential upward movement. Therefore, a long position on Polygon is recommended for a medium-term investment horizon. A suitable entry price would be around $0.590, allowing for some room below the current price while still capturing potential upside. A stop loss could be placed at $0.570 to mitigate risk in case of a sudden price reversal. The target price should be set around $0.640, aiming to capture a significant portion of the anticipated price increase based on the forecast. This strategy balances risk and reward, capitalizing on the positive price momentum while acknowledging the potential for short-term fluctuations. Based on the provided price information for AEVO, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data shows a consistent upward trend, suggesting underlying bullish sentiment. The forecast price also indicates continued growth, with prices projected to reach $0.571 in the coming weeks. This positive outlook, coupled with the current price hovering near the support level of $0.464, presents a good opportunity to enter a long position. Therefore, a well-defined investment strategy for AEVO would involve entering a long position at $0.465, the current price. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.464, just below the support level, to minimize potential losses. The target price should be set at $0.571, aligning with the highest forecasted price, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated price increase. This medium-term approach allows for potential profit generation while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop-loss order. The provided data suggests a bullish outlook for optimism. The 2-week price change shows an overall upward trend, with the forecast indicating continued growth. The price is currently near its support level of $1.838, suggesting a potential buying opportunity. Considering the forecast reaching $2.66 within the next week, a long position seems appropriate to capitalize on this upward momentum. Therefore, a suitable investment strategy for optimism would be to enter a long position at the current market price, which is around $2.38. A stop-loss order could be placed at $2.20 to limit potential losses. The target price could be set at $2.60, aiming to capture a significant portion of the projected price increase. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profits while mitigating potential losses. Given the current price trend and forecast for STRK, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data shows a clear upward trend, with the recent price hovering near its support level of $0.657. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching as high as $0.789 within the next week. This indicates a bullish outlook in the medium term, making a long position a favorable strategy to capitalize on the anticipated price increase. Therefore, an optimal entry price for a long position would be around $0.670, allowing you to buy in near the support level while still benefiting from potential price appreciation. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.657, the support level, to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly drops. The target price should be set at $0.750, aiming to capture a significant portion of the forecasted price increase. This strategy allows for a balanced approach, balancing the potential for substantial returns with a reasonable level of risk. Solana's recent price history shows volatility, ranging from $230 to $256. The forecast suggests a potential upward movement, with prices projected to reach $248 in the coming week. Considering this, a long-term investment strategy appears promising. The current price sits near the support level of $230.53, suggesting a potential buying opportunity. Therefore, an investment strategy for Solana would involve taking a long position. A suitable entry price would be around $235, aligning with the support level and the current price. The stop loss could be set at $230, protecting against potential downside risks. The target price should be set at $248, aiming to capitalize on the forecast price increase. This strategy allows for a balanced approach, leveraging the potential upside while mitigating potential losses. Given the price trends and forecast for Jupiter, a moderately aggressive investment strategy would focus on a short-term approach to take advantage of the upward momentum. The historical prices show a generally upward trajectory, with the current price hovering near its forecast and close to the support level. The resistance level, while present, suggests that there is still room for upward movement in the short term. In this scenario, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the potential for a price increase towards the resistance level. A suitable entry price for this strategy would be $1.15, aligning with the current price and the upward forecast. The stop loss should be set at $1.13 to protect against any unexpected price pullback. The target price should be set at $1.26, aiming to capture a significant portion of the potential price increase before encountering resistance. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profits while mitigating potential losses. Based on the provided information about render, a bullish investment strategy appears most suitable. The 2-week price history demonstrates a generally upward trend, with the price hovering around its recent highs. The forecast price also suggests continued upward movement over the next week, reaching levels above the current market price. This positive outlook, coupled with the support price situated below the current market value, indicates a strong foundation for potential growth. Therefore, an aggressive investment strategy would involve taking a long position in render. A suitable entry price would be around $8.50, aligning with the recent price highs and the forecast's upward trajectory. The stop loss should be placed at $8.03, the support price, to minimize potential losses if the price reverses direction. The target price could be set at $9.60, which aligns with the highest predicted price in the forecast, allowing for a significant profit potential while acknowledging the possibility of a pullback. Based on the provided price data and forecast for Solana name service, a short-term bullish investment strategy appears to be the most promising. The historical price shows a clear upward trend, and the forecast suggests continued growth over the next week. The current price is hovering near the support level of $0.2864, presenting a potential entry point for a long position. To implement this strategy, an entry price of $0.287 could be considered, allowing for a small buffer above the support level. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.278 to minimize potential losses if the price unexpectedly declines. The target price could be set at 34 cents, aligning with the highest point in the forecast and offering a reasonable profit margin. This short-term approach aims to capitalize on the anticipated upward momentum of Solana name service, taking advantage of the potential for price appreciation within the next week. Based on the provided historical price data and forecast for Doge-Coin, a bullish investment strategy appears suitable. The historical prices demonstrate a consistent upward trend, culminating in a recent surge to 44 cents. This positive momentum is further supported by the forecast, which predicts continued price growth, reaching up to $0.487 in the coming weeks. This suggests a strong potential for capital appreciation in the medium term. Therefore, an investment strategy focused on a long position in Doge-Coin is recommended. A suitable entry price would be around 42 cents, slightly below the current price, allowing for some margin of safety. The stop loss should be set at 40 cents, protecting against a potential pullback. The target price could be set at 48 cents, aligning with the highest predicted price in the forecast, allowing for substantial profit potential. This strategy capitalizes on the positive price momentum and anticipates continued growth in the medium term. Based on the provided PEPE price information, a short-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data shows a fluctuating trend with a slight upward bias. While the forecast suggests continued growth, the short-term nature of the price movements indicates potential volatility. A long position could be risky due to the possibility of a sudden price reversal. Therefore, a short-term short strategy is recommended. An entry price around $0.000206, slightly above the recent high, would allow for a potential profit if the price retraces. The stop loss should be set at $0.000217, slightly above the forecast high, to limit potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.0000189, aligning with a recent low point and offering a reasonable profit margin. This strategy capitalizes on short-term price fluctuations while minimizing risk through a well-defined stop loss. Given the price trends and forecast for SHIB, a bullish investment strategy would focus on a short-term approach to take advantage of the relatively stable upward momentum. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price close to its forecast and near the support level of $0.0000275. The resistance is at $0.0000315, indicating that there is still some room for upward movement. In this scenario, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the potential for a price increase towards the resistance level. An aggressive short-term investment strategy would involve an entry price of $0.0000276, slightly above the support price to minimize the risk of a sudden drop. The stop loss should be set at $0.0000275, aligning with the support level, to protect against any unexpected price reversals. The target price should be set at $0.0000310, allowing you to take profits before the price reaches the resistance level and potentially experiences a pullback. This strategy capitalizes on the anticipated upward momentum while managing risk effectively. Given the price trends and forecast for DOG, a moderate investment strategy would focus on a medium-term approach to capitalize on the expected price increase. The historical prices show a fluctuating trend with a slight upward bias, while the forecast indicates a gradual climb towards the end of the period. The support price sits at $3.009, providing a solid base for potential buying opportunities. The resistance level at $3.855 suggests that there is room for further growth, but the price might face some hurdles before reaching that level. Considering these factors, a long position is advisable for a medium-term investment strategy. An entry price around $3.18, close to the recent historical price and below the forecast, would be suitable. A stop loss could be set at $3.01 to protect against unexpected price drops. The target price could be set at $3.44, aligning with the forecast and representing a reasonable profit margin. This strategy aims to capture the upward momentum of DOG while managing risk effectively. Based on the provided historical price data and the forecast for Doge-Coin, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical prices demonstrate a general upward trend, with recent fluctuations suggesting consolidation. The forecast indicates continued growth, albeit at a slightly slower pace. This suggests a period of sideways movement followed by further upward momentum. Therefore, a long position is recommended for a medium-term investment horizon. An ideal entry price would be around $0.0088, aligning with the current price and providing room for potential growth. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.00865 to mitigate risk in case of a sudden price drop. The target price could be set at $0.0092, representing a conservative profit target based on the resistance level and the forecast. This strategy allows for capital appreciation while managing risk effectively in the medium term. Given the price trends and forecast for Near Protocol, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price near its forecast and close to the support level. The resistance is at $7.035, indicating that there is still some room for upward movement. However, the forecast suggests a slight dip in the short term before resuming its upward trend. Therefore, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the potential for a price increase towards the resistance level. An entry price of $6.95 would allow you to buy in near the current price while providing a buffer against potential short-term fluctuations. The stop loss should be set at $6.82, aligning with a recent support level, to protect against unexpected price drops. The target price should be set at $7.10, slightly above the forecast high, allowing you to take profits before a potential pullback. This strategy balances the potential for short-term gains with the expectation of a longer-term upward trend. Given the Internet Computer Price Data and forecast, a medium-term bullish investment strategy appears promising. The historical price shows a consistent upward trend, with a recent surge to $12. The forecast predicts continued growth, reaching $14 within the next week. This indicates strong buying pressure and potential for further price appreciation. The support level at $12.051 provides a safety net, while the resistance at $13.558 suggests there is still room for upward movement. Therefore, a long position in Internet Computer is recommended for a medium-term investment horizon. The entry price should be set at $12.50, slightly above the current price and below the resistance level. The stop loss should be placed at $12, protecting against potential retracements. The target price should be set at $13.80, aiming to capture a significant portion of the anticipated price increase. This strategy allows for potential profits while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop loss. Based on the provided injective price history and forecast, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical data reveals a consistent upward trend, with recent fluctuations around the $29 to $31 price range. The forecast projects further growth, suggesting continued upward momentum. Considering the support price at $29.44 and the resistance price at $31.17, a cautious approach is recommended. Therefore, a long position on injective is advisable for a medium-term investment strategy. An entry price around $29.80 allows for buying at a slightly discounted rate while remaining above the support level. A stop-loss order should be placed at $29.44 to minimize potential losses if the price reverses. The target price could be set at $31.10, aiming to capitalize on the projected upward movement towards the resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profit while mitigating downside exposure. Given the price trends and forecast for BTC, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory with recent price increases, indicating potential for further growth. The forecast also suggests a continued upward movement over the next week. However, the price has recently reached a resistance level, suggesting a potential pause or consolidation before continuing its upward climb. Therefore, a long position is advisable for a medium-term investment strategy. An entry price of $616 could be considered, aligning with the current price and the forecast. The stop loss should be set at $596, slightly below the support price, to protect against any unexpected price drops. The target price could be set at $673, targeting the previous resistance level and allowing for potential profit before a potential pullback. This strategy aims to capitalize on the long-term bullish trend of BTC while managing risk through a defined stop loss. Based on the provided THETA network price information, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data demonstrates a clear upward trend, with the price reaching a recent high of $3.08. Although the forecast suggests a continued upward trajectory, reaching potentially $3.54 in the coming weeks, the recent price peak near the resistance level of $3.084 suggests a potential consolidation or slight pullback before further significant gains. Therefore, a strategic approach would involve entering a long position at a price slightly below the current market price, around $2.95. This allows for some room for potential price correction while still benefiting from the overall bullish trend. The stop loss should be set at $2.85, protecting against a significant downward move. The target price should be set at $3.40, aiming to capture a substantial portion of the forecasted price increase while allowing for some buffer before reaching the resistance level. This medium-term strategy capitalizes on the bullish momentum while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop loss and a realistic target price. Based on the provided price information for WorldCoin, a bullish investment strategy is recommended. The historical price data demonstrates a clear upward trend, with the price consistently rising over the past 2 weeks. The current price is near the support level of $2.537, suggesting a potential buying opportunity. The forecast price indicates continued upward momentum, with prices expected to reach $3.82 within the next week. Therefore, an aggressive short-term investment strategy would involve taking a long position in WorldCoin. A suitable entry price would be around $2.95, aligning with the recent price action and providing room for profit. A stop-loss order could be set at $2.54 to mitigate risk in case of a sudden price reversal. The target price should be set at $3.65, aiming to capitalize on the forecasted upward movement and potentially reaching the resistance level. Given the price trends and forecast for Hooked Protocol, a medium-term investment strategy is advisable. The historical prices demonstrate an upward trend, with the current price hovering near the support level of $0.5066. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $0.702 in the coming weeks. This indicates a bullish outlook for Hooked Protocol in the medium term. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on the anticipated price increase. An entry price of $0.544, slightly below the current price, allows for a potential margin of safety. The stop loss should be set at $0.5066, aligning with the support level and mitigating downside risk. The target price should be set at $0.6279, the resistance level, aiming to capture a significant portion of the anticipated price increase. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profits while protecting against significant losses. Based on the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance price history and forecast, a bullish strategy is recommended for a medium-term investment. The historical data shows an upward trend, with recent price surges above $1.50 and a sustained movement towards $1.91. The forecast predicts further price increases, reaching $2.08 within the next week. This positive momentum, coupled with the support price at $1.526, suggests a strong foundation for continued growth. Therefore, a long position is advisable. An entry price of $1.65 would allow you to capitalize on the current upward trend while minimizing the risk of entering too high. A stop loss at $1.55 would protect your investment in case of a sudden price reversal. The target price should be set at $1.90, aiming to capture a significant portion of the projected price increase. This strategy allows for a balanced approach, taking advantage of the bullish momentum while managing risk effectively. Based on the provided Polkadot price history and forecast, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable. The historical data shows a consistent upward trend, with recent prices hovering near the resistance level. The forecast indicates further price appreciation, potentially reaching $10 within the next few weeks. This suggests a bullish outlook for Polkadot in the short to medium term. Therefore, a long position is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $8.80, slightly below the current resistance level. This allows for some room for price consolidation before continuing its upward trajectory. The stop loss should be set at $8.50 to protect against unexpected price drops. The target price could be set at $9.50, aligning with the forecast and offering a healthy profit margin. This strategy capitalizes on the potential for Polkadot to break through its resistance and continue its upward momentum in the medium term. Based on the provided information about Filecoin, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data shows a consistent upward trend, with recent fluctuations suggesting a potential consolidation phase. The forecast price indicates a further upward movement over the next few weeks, reaching levels above the current resistance price. This suggests that Filecoin might be poised for a breakout and continued growth. Therefore, an investment strategy for Filecoin would involve a long position. A suitable entry price would be around $6.15, slightly below the current resistance level, allowing for a potential entry point after a minor pullback. The stop loss should be set at $5.71, aligning with the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $7.50, aiming to capitalize on the forecasted price increase and potential breakout above the resistance. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profits while mitigating potential losses. Based on the provided information for Conflux, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data shows a general upward trend, with recent fluctuations indicating potential consolidation before further upward movement. The forecast prices suggest continued growth, reaching $0.257 within the next week. The support price at $0.2133 provides a safety net, while the resistance at $0.2547 presents a potential target for profit-taking. Therefore, a long position on Conflux is recommended. The entry price should be set at $0.227, slightly below the current price, allowing for a margin of safety. The stop loss should be placed at $0.2133, aligning with the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price should be set at $0.2547, aiming to capture the majority of the anticipated upward movement. This medium-term strategy allows for potential gains while managing risk effectively. Given the upward trend in Ethereum Name Service's historical price and its positive forecast, a long-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable. The historical price data reveals a consistent upward trajectory, with the price steadily increasing over the past weeks. This trend aligns with the forecast, which predicts further price increases in the coming weeks. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on this potential for growth. An ideal entry price for this strategy would be around $34, aligning with the current price and anticipating a slight pullback before the next upward move. The stop loss should be placed at $32, providing a cushion against potential short-term price fluctuations. The target price can be set at $44, reflecting the highest predicted price in the forecast and allowing for a significant profit margin. This long-term strategy aims to benefit from the sustained upward momentum of Ethereum Name Service, leveraging its positive price history and forecast. Based on the avalanche price data and forecast, a bullish investment strategy is recommended for the short to medium term. The historical prices show a consistent upward trend, with recent consolidation around the $42.85 support level. The forecast suggests continued upward movement, potentially reaching $49 in the next week. This indicates a favorable risk-reward profile for a long position. An entry price of $43, aligning with the current price and the recent resistance level, is suggested. The stop loss should be placed at $42.85, just below the support level, to minimize potential losses. The target price can be set at $46, aiming to capitalize on the initial upward momentum indicated by the forecast. This strategy allows for participation in the potential price increase while managing risk effectively. Based on the VeChain price history and forecast, a medium-term investment strategy appears promising. The historical price data reveals a generally upward trend, with VeChain consistently reaching new highs over the past 2 weeks. The forecast further strengthens this bullish outlook, projecting continued price appreciation over the next week. Considering this positive trajectory, a long position is recommended. A strategic entry point could be around $0.0445, slightly above the current price and below the resistance level. Setting a stop loss at $0.043 would protect against potential short-term price corrections. The target price could be set at 5 cents, aligning with the upper end of the forecast and allowing for a healthy profit margin. This medium-term approach capitalizes on the expected upward momentum while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop loss. Given the historical price data and the forecast for PENDLE, a bullish investment strategy appears to be the most suitable. The historical prices show a generally upward trend, with the recent price hovering near the support price of $5.253. The forecast indicates continued upward momentum, with prices projected to reach $5.99 in the coming weeks. This suggests that PENDLE is in a strong position for growth. Therefore, an investment strategy based on a long position is recommended. A suitable entry price would be around $5.35, slightly above the current price and below the immediate resistance. A stop loss could be placed at $5.20 to limit potential downside risk. The target price should be set at $5.80, aiming to capitalize on the projected price increase and allowing for a healthy profit margin. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish sentiment and anticipated price appreciation of PENDLE in the short to medium term. Based on the provided the sandbox price history and forecast, an investment strategy focusing on a long-term perspective appears to be favorable. The historical prices demonstrate an upward trend, with significant growth observed in recent weeks. The forecast also suggests continued upward momentum, projecting prices to reach above the current resistance level. This suggests a bullish outlook for the sandbox in the medium to long term. Considering this bullish outlook, a long position would be advisable. An entry price around $0.656, slightly below the current price, allows for a potential entry point at a slightly discounted price. A stop-loss order could be placed at $0.6489, the support price, to mitigate risk in case of a sudden price reversal. The target price should be set at 78 cents, aligning with the highest projected price in the forecast, allowing for potential profits as the price moves towards the projected resistance level. Given the price trends and forecast for Decentraland, a medium-term investment strategy focusing on a long position appears to be the most suitable. The historical prices demonstrate a general upward trend, with recent fluctuations likely influenced by market volatility. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $0.748 in the coming weeks. This upward trajectory aligns with the support price of $0.3296, indicating a strong foundation for potential growth. Therefore, a long position on Decentraland is recommended for a medium-term investment horizon. An ideal entry price would be around 62 cents, aligning with the current price and allowing for potential upside as the forecast suggests. A stop-loss order could be placed at $0.584, slightly below the recent dip, to mitigate risk. The target price should be set at $0.748, the highest projected price in the forecast, allowing for substantial profit potential while aligning with the bullish outlook. This strategy aims to capitalize on the anticipated price appreciation of Decentraland over the medium term. Based on the provided price information for ENG Coin, a bullish investment strategy appears suitable. The historical price data shows a general upward trend, with recent prices hovering around $0.325. The forecast suggests continued growth, reaching $0.384 within the next week. This positive outlook, coupled with the support price at $0.1744, indicates a strong foundation for potential price appreciation. Therefore, I recommend a long position on ENG Coin. An aggressive entry point would be around $0.328, aligning with the forecast and allowing for potential gains as the price moves towards the target price of $0.384. To manage risk, a stop-loss order should be placed at $0.303, slightly below the current price and the recent support level. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish momentum and potential for short-term gains while mitigating potential downside risks. Based on the provided information for Uniswap, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a consistent upward trend, with recent price fluctuations suggesting a period of consolidation. The forecast indicates continued growth, albeit at a slightly slower pace, reaching $13 in the coming weeks. This suggests a potential buying opportunity for a medium-term investment. An ideal entry price for a long position would be around $11.50, slightly below the current price and above the support level of $11.099. This allows for a margin of safety while capturing potential upside momentum. A stop-loss order could be placed at $11 to limit potential losses if the price drops below the support level. The target price should be set at $13.50, aiming to capitalize on the forecast's upward trajectory and potentially exceeding the resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profits while mitigating potential losses in a medium-term timeframe. Given the price trends and forecast for Chainlink, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price hovering near the support level of $18.101. The forecast indicates continued upward momentum, with prices projected to reach $20 in the coming weeks. This suggests that Chainlink is poised for further growth, making a long position a favorable choice. An entry price of $18.50 would allow you to capitalize on the upward trend while minimizing risk. The stop loss should be set at $18.101, aligning with the support price, to protect against any unexpected price reversals. The target price should be set at $19.43, the resistance level, aiming to capture a significant portion of the anticipated price increase. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing you to participate in the potential upside of Chainlink while mitigating potential losses. Based on the provided Aave price information, a moderately aggressive investment strategy focusing on the medium term appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a consistent upward trend, with the recent price hovering near the resistance level of $212.13. This suggests potential for further price appreciation in the medium term. The forecast indicates a gradual increase, with prices expected to reach around $209 in the next week and potentially climb higher in the following weeks. Therefore, a long position in Aave is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $205, allowing for a small margin of safety below the current price while still capitalizing on the anticipated upward movement. A stop-loss order should be placed at $194.46, the support price, to limit potential losses if the price reverses direction. The target price could be set at $212, aiming to capture the full potential of the resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profit from the expected price increase while mitigating potential losses. Based on the provided information for EOS, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a consistent upward trend, with the price recently surpassing its previous highs. The forecast indicates continued upward momentum, suggesting EOS could reach $1.25 within the next few weeks. Therefore, a long position is recommended. An entry price around $0.955 aligns with the current price and allows for potential gains as the price moves towards the target price of $1.25. To manage risk, a stop loss should be placed at $0.935, slightly below the current price, to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly retraces. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish outlook for EOS while incorporating risk management measures to protect the investment. Given the historical price data and the provided forecast for Tron, an investment strategy focusing on a short-term perspective appears suitable. The historical prices demonstrate a fluctuating trend with a slight upward bias. However, the forecast suggests a continued upward movement, with prices potentially reaching $0.217 over the next week. This indicates a bullish short-term outlook for Tron. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on this potential price increase. An ideal entry price would be around $0.205, aligning with the current price and the lower end of the forecast range. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.201 to minimize potential losses if the price experiences a sudden decline. The target price could be set at $0.213, aiming to capture a significant portion of the anticipated upward movement. This strategy allows for potential profit while managing risk effectively within a short-term timeframe. Based on the historical price data and the provided forecast for Suncoin, a short-term bullish strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical prices show a recent upward trend, and the forecast indicates continued growth over the next week. Although the price has experienced some volatility, it remains above the support level, suggesting a resilient underlying trend. Therefore, I recommend taking a long position in Sun Coin. A suitable entry price would be around $0.0224, aligning with the current price and the recent upward momentum. The stop loss should be set at $0.0219 to minimize potential losses if the price experiences a sudden reversal. The target price could be set at $0.0235, aiming to capture a portion of the anticipated price increase towards the resistance level. This strategy capitalizes on the short-term bullish outlook for Sun Coin while incorporating risk management measures to protect against potential downside movements.